Hey, what's up, guys? Hunting the Turkeys here, and today, I haven't done this kind of a video in quite a while. Today, we are going to be doing 35 of the scariest TikToks. Last time I did this, I think this was like a couple months ago, something like that. I kind of want to bring this little series back to life, where we watch scary TikToks and everything. Also, I have a pen and paper. This is just to make sure I remember like what number I'm at, just so I'm not having to guess within my head and I end up going up to like 60 or something. But we'll start here and we'll see where we end up. But yes, let's get into these scary videos in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This is why you should always change your locks.
Okay.
In 2017, a college girl woke up from a nightmare drenched in sweat and decided to rinse off before going back to sleep.
Something like that. If I wake up just drenched in sweat, like it'll be hard for me to go back to sleep. I either have to take a shower or like I go sleep like on the couch or something. Because there's no way I'm gonna wake up from a nightmare and then go back to the same place. I'm not gonna let them get me again. Like, what the fuck?
Dropped her phone on a shelf, turned on some music, and then hopped in the shower. A few minutes later, she reaches for her phone to change the song, but stops suddenly. Reflected on her phone's screen was a person standing in the middle of her bathroom facing the shower. She somehow kept her composure, turned the water to scalding hot, and then ripped open the curtain and sprayed the intruder in the face.
Damn.
As they howled in pain, she ran past them to her kitchen to get her butcher's knife. In a panic, she can't find her knife, so she just runs out of the apartment and calls the police. The police go in and come out with a crazy-looking woman in handcuffs.
Damn.
One of the officers comes over to the girl and says, "She used to live here and she had copies of your keys." Then he pauses and looks down and brings up a clear evidence bag that contained her butcher's knife, and he says, "Looks like she wanted her apartment back."
What? You would kill somebody over an apartment? Man, that's just messed up. Oh, God. I don't like that.
There's something terrifying going on in Chuck E. Cheese right now, and I'm going to explain it to you.
Okay, what's going on, brother?
When students come in,
oh great, we got a freaking ad
for the content of the education.
Listen, I don't give a fuck, buddy. Get the frick off my screen.
So we all know about the game Five Nights at Freddy's, right?
Yes.
It's a game based around a restaurant that's pretty much like a Chuck E. Cheese, where the animatronics come to life and wreak havoc on all the guests there. But what if I told you this was possibly happening in real life right now?
Huh?
Just 2 days ago, 5 children have gone missing inside of a Chuck E. Cheese.
No. There's no way. No. You're telling me this is just gonna be like Five Nights at Freddy's in real life? 5 children go missing at Chuck E. Cheese? What the fuck?
No. Reported a weird smell from the inside of the building. And then, just like Five Nights at Freddy's, someone that worked the late night shift actually got killed after hours. Now, these are all pretty weird, but here's the kicker right here. Check out this headline. Night shift workers from Chuck E. Cheese claim strange movement from animatronics post-hours.
Nah, I'm moving out of the state. Y'all can't tell me you're just gonna stick around knowing that there's freaking animatronics that are alive inside of Chuck E. Cheese like it's Five Nights at Freddy's. No. Hell no.
I don't know. What do you think about this? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? And I mean, with 2020 and everything going on, like, I wouldn't be shocked if it was real.
Blood curdle.
Yeah.
Facts that you wish you never knew. Part 1. When creating the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland, they couldn't create skeletons that looked realistic enough, so they used real human skeletons. Since then, they've removed all but one. Ducks sometimes become cannibals due to boredom, meaning they kill and eat each other. This behavior begins as early as 4 weeks old. Crocodiles are capable of galloping, similar to a horse. Luckily, alligators cannot. And while we're at it, tarantulas can swim. It's extremely common after you die that there will be extreme gas buildup and you will burp after death. And sometimes dead bodies can even sit up on their own. Also, if a pregnant woman dies, the gas buildup in her body can actually forcefully push a baby out. In other words, a post-mortem baby bazooka. Hearing is the last bodily function to go after one dies. So it's very possible that the last thing you ever hear is the paramedic calling off your CPR.
This is why you should never stay in sketchy motels. In 2005, a young woman on a solo road trip across the country decided to stop for the night. The first place she sees is the Mountaintop Motel. It looked pretty cheap, but she was tired, so she said, good enough. The check-in guy eyed her up and down very uncomfortably and then asked her if she was traveling.
I wouldn't stay here if that dude's looking like that.
Pays for her room and then walks away with the key. When she gets inside her room and sees there are literally cockroaches in her bed, she says nope and decides to sleep in her car in the parking lot. Around 3 a.m., she wakes up to see the check-in guy using his own keys to get into the motel room she was supposed to be in. A few minutes later, he storms out and slams the door and starts walking towards her car. Terrified, she hides under her blanket as the man tries to open her car doors but can't and walks away. She speeds off and calls her friend and asks her to look up the address of Mountaintop Motel so she can give it to police. Her friend's quiet for a second and then just says, the Mountaintop Motel closed a week ago. If someone offers you this...
No, what the fuck? Don't hit me with those damn plot twists like that. Oh, it closed a week ago. So she was just inside of an abandoned motel? What the fuck?
Walk away. In 2016, a man was staying at his friend's cabin in the woods when he decided to go for an evening stroll. A little ways down the trail, he hears someone call out from behind his neighbor's house. He looks up and he sees this skinny guy pop out from behind the building who starts waving frantically at him to come over. Worried this guy could be in trouble, the man takes off running to assist. But when he gets close enough, the neighbor just offers him a fistful of Slim Jims and starts talking about how much he hates his wife.
What?
Sensing there was something wrong with this guy, he says no thank you to the Slim Jims and walks away. The next day, the man calls his friend who owned the cabin to ask him what the deal was with his weirdo neighbor. There was silence on the phone, and then his friend just says, I don't have any neighbors. The police are called, and it turns out his neighbor was really some lunatic who had recently killed his wife and had been hiding out in the abandoned cabin next door. This is why you always...
Fuck me. God damn. I think I'm regretting doing this, bro. Hell no.
Say yes to tandoori chicken. In 2012, a high school tutor and her students stayed up so late one night studying that by the time they were done, the buses had stopped running. Without another way home, the student asked if he could stay the night at her place. Reluctantly, she agreed. When they got back to the apartment, she fell asleep on her bed and he fell asleep on a blanket next to her bed on the ground. A few hours later, she wakes up to the boy standing awkwardly in the middle of the room with a very strange look on his face. She asks him, what's wrong? He looks at her and says, I'm really hungry. Let's go get some tandoori chicken. Confused,
tandoori
she says,
chicken? Really?
Just get a snack.
What the fuck are these videos?
He grabs her by the arm and he says, no, we are getting tandoori chicken right now. And he yanks her from the bed. Feeling totally caught off guard by this whole situation, she goes into the hall with the boy, and as soon as the door shuts behind them, she can tell that he is terrified. He looks at her and just says, I'm not actually hungry. When I woke up, there was someone under your bed.
Oh my god. Yo, this channel's good. This channel's good with them damn TikToks, man.
This is why you should always trust your gut. In the early 1970s, a college student decided to hitchhike his way home after class. A car pulls up, a man offers him a ride, and he climbs in. As soon as the car started moving, the student felt totally uneasy, like something was wrong, but he couldn't quite place it. Without saying anything, he waited until the next time they slowed down, and he flung the door open and ran away. 2 years later, he's flicking through TV channels when he comes across this special interview with a death row inmate. And it's just the audio recording, so he hears the interviewer ask the inmate, why did you remove all the door handles inside of your car? The man just goes, well, the first time I tried to kill someone, I picked up a college hitchhiker who got smart at some point and jumped out of my car. So, lesson learned, remove all the door handles. When they showed his picture, the student knew immediately that he was supposed to be the first victim of John Wayne Gacy, aka the Killer Clown, who had killed over 30 men and boys in his clown room and stuffed them into his basement.
Fuck me. I mean, I've heard of John Wayne Gacy, but I've never heard of him killing over 30 people. What did it say? 30 men and boys? Oh my god.
This is why you should always trust your gut. In the 1970s, a young couple decided to go for a late-night hike in the woods. A couple minutes into their walk, and the man remembers thinking, something's not right. He tells his girlfriend, but they just decide to ignore it and keep going, until he steps on something that felt really soft, like it was alive. Before he has a chance to see what he stepped on, they hear all this rustling in the bushes next to them, and they bolt. Years later, that couple turns on the TV, and a death row inmate who's about to be executed is being interviewed. And they asked him, was there ever a time that you were almost caught red-handed? He responded, yes, one time. I was in the woods, and a couple walked through, and the man actually stepped on the body of a girl I had just killed. I was hiding in the bushes just a few feet away. They didn't see me. That couple had run into one of the worst serial killers of all time, Ted Bundy.
Shit, man. Heck, stop, man.
So supposedly, this is what the fallen angel Lucifer looks like.
This is the new Dell AI PC with Intel inside.
You wanna know something, Dell? I don't give a fuck.
And this is what the moon looked like on March 31st, 2020.
Yeah, that's... Oh my god.
I don't know about any of you guys, but this is scary, especially with everything going on in the world right now. Pretty cool.
How the fuck you gonna say pretty cool to that? Yo, I'm getting the chills, man. I don't know if y'all could see that, but oh my god. No, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking it. Oh god. Okay.
Let this be a reminder that there really are monsters out there. In 2007, a woman living right near a prison in California got home late one night and went right to bed. Around midnight, she woke up to footsteps on her first floor, assumed it was her roommate, so she goes downstairs to say hi. She yells out to her roommate, who doesn't say anything, and then in walks this giant man who she doesn't recognize. She runs upstairs, jumps in her closet into the crawl space, and hides. As she's helplessly tucked away in this little crawl space, trying not to make any sound, all she hears is this giant man sprinting around her house, running into walls, flipping furniture, and screaming in frustration because he can't find her. Finally, after several hours, she slowly opens the crawl space back up, crawls out, and gets her phone off the nightstand and calls police. As she's telling the police her story, she describes the person who had broken in, and they stop her and say, ma'am, go back in the crawl space and stay there. We'll be there as soon as we can. It turned out a 6'11" convicted murderer had escaped the prison and was still on the loose.
Hell no. Ew. Why'd that just turn into a spider? Oh my god.
If you scare easily, I wouldn't watch this video. In 2013, a mine explorer found this entrance to an abandoned mine and decided to go have a look around. He decides to film his experience and upload it to his YouTube channel, where he had uploaded hundreds of other videos of him exploring mines, but he never once references the paranormal or ghosts or anything like that until this video. As soon as he steps foot inside, he tells the camera that he has a really uneasy feeling about being there and wonders if he should even keep going, but he does. Everything seems pretty normal until he gets to a section in the mine where there's a bunch of chains hanging down from the ceiling. He hears something in the back of the tunnel, so he pulls his flashlight out and he shines it towards the back, and he sees a chain swinging, and it shouldn't be, because there's no draft and he's all alone, and you can tell he's scared by the way he starts talking. Although he's totally freaked out, he wants to know what's causing the chain to swing, so he goes farther and farther into the mine until he hears something. People whispering in every direction. He gets totally spooked and runs out. If you don't want to sleep tonight, watch the whole video. This is why you...
Frick, man.
You should never open your door for strangers. In 2013, a woman let her dog out to use the bathroom one more time before bed. After only a few minutes, she starts hearing scratching on her door, which is typically the sound her dog makes when he's ready to come in. But it just seemed way too soon for him to be done being outside. So she decides to look through the peephole to make sure it really is her dog. But what she sees is terrifying. A deranged-looking man is right outside her door, staring intently at her door handle, waiting for it to turn open. As she's looking in horror, unable to do anything, he starts scratching at the door as hard as he can, never leaving his gaze from the door handle. She manages to stifle a scream, she backs away and realizes her dog is still outside. So she goes to the side window, but there's no sign of her dog, and so she goes back to the door to see if maybe the man's moved. He hasn't moved, his mouth is open, and he's staring directly at the peephole. Then he turns around and walks away. With the man gone, she discovers her dog unharmed, his leash had just been cut. But that means he had a knife.
Terrifying fact.
Nah.
Facts about the ocean. Let's get into it. So we've explored. Yeah.
What the fuck? Odd. Hey. Frick. Oh my god.
Sam?
Why is it so loud? Oh my.
Baby? Ya Allah. Kurang bukan nak panggil aku tau. Okay, so all the
Oh my.
So right, 1 minute I'm doing my makeup in the mirror, like this, like literally doing nothing, and then everyone's like, oh, someone just walked in your house, and I was like, stop winding me up, no one's walked in my house, like stop winding me up. And then I walked over to the back door. I'll show you the back door now, look.
Alright.
I walked over to the back door.
Yeah.
So this is how the camera works. The camera was like this in my house, and you can see the back door there.
Yeah.
There's a reflection there. Because I have an automatic sensor when you walk out my back door that the back door light comes on.
Yeah.
Oh, just sort of so like, look, and you can see everything in the garden. Okay? Look in the fucking door. Right, and I'm going to show you the CCTV footage on my phone from my fucking live.
CCTV footage?
From the live. I've got it downloaded. Download the live.
And what was you supposed to see? Someone else?
This was 5 nights ago, by the way. Yeah, no, look. Okay, so... Alright.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Right, the door opens. Wait. I'm gonna zoom in.
Oh, no way. How did your door open?
It's glass. You can see through the door. Look. There's no one there.
Joking. Bro, this is like the ring.
And then it gets worse, mate. I don't know what to do. I'm actually shitting myself. Look.
Oh my god.
You're lying.
No, look at the head.
No, you've edited that. You have to have edited that.
How am I?
Oh my god, I'm getting the chills again. Oh my god. Look at that. I got the chills again. I'm about to name this video. This video will give you goosebumps.
Edit it.
What? Oh, hell no. I think it's about time to throw those out in the curb.
I'm not sure if I even believe anymore. But yo, okay. No.
That vase that fell was like creepy.
I'm gonna guess. It's like something on the stairs. You can't hear it all. So every time I look, there's nothing there. Look. On the stairs, quick.
Oh my. How does he not? How do you not see that? Oh my god, it's moving towards you.
Lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on. You have 5 minutes.
That makes me mad. How the fuck do you not see that? You just don't see this big ass black figure, like, just standing there? Your walls are all white. He's clearly not the same color as the wall. You have some demon walking towards you, and you're just still like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. That makes me mad as fuck.
To get to me. Are you ready?
Bro, are you kidding me?
Come on. Okay. Oh, all right.
Huh.
You have 5 moves to get to me.
Ew. Nah. Loud thump.
Oh my god. Something fell, right? Yeah. It was sitting right here. And it just fell off? Okay.
Oh, that's how this blew off. There's no way it was here. Feel how heavy this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, wow. It was sitting right here. Did you touch that?
She didn't touch it.
That's maybe it was like. Wait, what? No.
When was that?
Oh!
I'm like, oh my god.
Hell nah.
Oh my god.
Follow for more scary videos.
What's that flashing light? That's what I'm supposed to be looking at. What am I looking at?
She was exploring an abandoned asylum
The heck?
when she noticed something was watching her. Urban Explorer Jam dedicates most of her channel to uncovering creepy and disturbing secrets while exploring abandoned places. But on one night while exploring an abandoned asylum, she decides to turn on her flashlight while approaching the building. Little did she know something horrifying would be captured.
Bro, there's somebody in the window.
A shadow is seen by the balcony, seemingly staring at her as she gets closer. The flashlight doesn't seem to affect this thing as it remains pitch black and begins to slowly hide. Since this figure remained pitch black even in the light, could Jam have captured a real shadow figure on camera? What do you think?
Alright, my daughter's room is up there, and we keep seeing some. Alright, put your flashlight up. Okay, wait, we're gonna look down for a minute, but put your flashlight down. Let's see if we can get it to go again. Alright, flash it up there. Oh, now it's gone. Put your flashlight down. Flash it again. Put it down. Put your flashlight down. Let's see if it'll do it again. All right, put it up. Hurry. Oh, look at that, dude.
There's like somebody like watching them. A tire wouldn't be moving by itself. But yeah, a tire wouldn't be moving by itself. Or no, wait. Oh. Well, it's not the tire. Well, it says in the caption, I'm fucking blind. He's been following me all day. I think he knows what's coming this week. The dude that's doing the A pose down there? Okay.
That doesn't sound like coyotes. They got something. Are they getting closer to it? No. A biker just went that way, and the sound got worse.
Hell nah, man. I just saw those pair of eyes down there. What the hell was that? Oh my god. Human eyes don't reflect light, so whatever that is, it's not human. Oh, what the fuck was that? What the hell is? What the hell is that? What are those? Fish? Hell. Hell no.
For over a year now, Matty Ann and her husband Devon have been experiencing some creepy phenomenon, causing them to hear some creepy noises coming from outside their home. To make matters worse, whatever is responsible for this is also wreaking havoc and causing property damage to them and the neighbors. One night, Matty hears a strange creepy noise outside her house and decides to record.
Why is this dude talking like this? He's like, one day, Maddie and her friends caught a ghost outside their house. But talk normally. You sound so freaking like
Would it? What she captures is definitely chilling.
Where the did it go?
Something or someone seems to be lurking outside, watching Matty as she records, but quickly descends into the darkness behind a tree as she points her flashlight towards it. However, in the morning, she catches some footsteps that look like they belong to some kind of creature, and later in the night, she records more creepy sounds.
I don't know what's scarier. I don't know if her face is scarier or the quality of this fucking video, bro. The hell was that? Was it The Grudge?
So it's 3:30 a.m. Devin's sleeping.
That's somebody sleeping.
Jesus Christ.
The hell was that?
On another night, while sitting on her back porch, something starts to mimic her voice.
Hearing something. I'm hearing something talk in my voice. I'm gonna call out to it, and I'm gonna turn the camera around. Hello?
Once again, she captures
Hell
something
no.
that went unnoticed at the time. A pair of glowing eyes can be seen staring at her direction.
I did
from
not see that. Oh
somewhere
my
in the
god.
darkness of the backyard. Attempting to escape the madness, they decide to move into their new summer home in a completely different area. However, it didn't take long for it to follow them and resume causing fear. They start to hear the same creepy noises again, and so do their new neighbors. They show some of their recordings to them, and they confirm that they have been hearing the same thing at night. Cats in the area have also begun to go missing, only to be found mangled later on, causing everyone to keep their cats indoors. After the summer, they eventually moved back to their original house, only to be followed once again. Just what is this creature or entity that lurks outside their home and follows them? And is it a real haunting or just a ruse?
I don't know.
She was making a tutorial on a dance when she captures something horrifying.
Laterales, igual mi compañera, uno.
A disturbing
The
scream
hell was that?
causes Razy to stop immediately. A terrifying scream can be heard, causing Razy to instantly stop her dance. When Razy went to check what it was, she saw a guy and a girl outside, but the girl seemed bothered by her trying to help and asking what it was. None of them told her. In the end, she isn't sure what the sound was or exactly where it came from, but thinks it might have been the boyfriend, showing that humans can be far worse than anything paranormal. But let me know what you...
At around 9 a.m. on a Monday morning, a teenage girl named Mildred Neva wakes up to find her dog snuggled up on her blanket. Rarely does her dog ever do this. For once, her dog is finally chosen to nestle up in bed with her and her sister, who both share the same bed. Although initially caught off guard, she proceeds to grab her phone to record this moment. But as she records, something happens that leaves her extremely terrified. After looking closely at the footage, she saw it. This is what she caught.
The dog looks scared. What am I looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at. Maybe y'all can tell me down below.
According to viewers, it now makes sense as to why her dog had suddenly decided to snuggle up in bed. Either someone or something was in the room. The only other person inside was Mildred's sister, who was lying in bed beside her. But whoever or whatever this might have been is completely unknown to Mildred. They just seemed to appear out of nowhere before vanishing in less than a few seconds. This definitely spooked Mildred, but it's the zoomed-in screenshot of this clip that keeps her up at night. As many viewers have noted, something about this image makes them feel immensely uneasy. They don't know what was captured, but they think it's best if Mildred and her sister slept elsewhere. While Mildred has made no further videos regarding this clip, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was captured in this footage. Just who or what
Creepy
was
ass
this?
fucking face.
Scrolling his phone in the middle of the night, but what he caught on camera will seriously freak you out. Here.
Before we continue, we're on the last 5 final TikToks. If y'all want to see a part 3 of this series, smack that like button. Leave a comment down below if you want to see another one of these videos. Because they're giving me the freaking chills, man.
It's past midnight. Our Jack is alone in his room on his phone when he hears a strange sound.
Is that a doll? The frick is that? Man, that looks like some Annabelle type shit. It's moving. I can see it moving. Oh, I did not like that. Oh god. Chicken skin? Is that what y'all like to call it? Chicken skin?
In the corner, a doll. The doll moves by itself. Was it gravity or something paranormal? No one knows for sure. But one thing's certain. This footage is seriously creepy.
Having a damn demon in your room? Yeah. Hell no.
Spend the night in one of the most haunted hotels in America. Josh and Crystal, a brother-sister duo, investigate the haunted Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, a place with 137 years of chilling history. Guests and staff have reported flickering lights, TVs turning on by themselves, and objects flying off shelves. While exploring, they spot something in a side room and try to film it. They don't catch that, but something much creepier appears. As Crystal speaks to what she believes is the spirit of a little boy, Josh's camera captures a shadow.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy? It's okay. Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going back and forth. Is he moving? Is he moving? It's okay. It's okay.
Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight. Towards me. No.
No, turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
The clear figure of a child.
Man, that has to be edited. There's no way. Did y'all see that shit? That freaking is edited. No way a little boy's just gonna run out like... That's fucking edited. There's no way.
Running behind her. No one else was there.
Yeah.
Was this real paranormal evidence or just a trick of the light? You decide.
It's edited.
Alone in the dark, when it feels like someone's watching your every step. Abandoned hospitals are among the most haunted and terrifying places on Earth. And when you're in one of those empty hallways, with nothing but flickering yellow lights and dead silence, the fear becomes real. That's exactly what happened to this person, who just wanted to explore. But their camera captured something much more chilling. From the moment they turned on the camera, you could see it. They knew something was wrong. And then it happened, a horrifying moment.
Me encontré con este video en el que se puede ver a un enfermero que le toca hacer guardia muy tarde por la noche y decidió ponerse a grabar porque escuchaba ruidos. Y me surgió la pregunta, ¿es real o montado?
You telling me that freaking elevator door just shut by itself? Yeah, I think it's about time to get the frick out of there, buddy. Hell no.
One of the heavy hospital machines suddenly moved on its own. Think about it. Equipment that heavy doesn't just slide across the floor. A fishing line would snap. A hidden person would have been caught on camera, but there was no one. Maybe this wasn't a prank. Maybe it was something else. The spirits of those who died here, restless, finally trying to show themselves. Now you tell me, was this video truly haunted or just a creepy coincidence? Comment real if you felt something
creepy
true or fake, if you think it's just a trick. Share this with someone brave enough to watch haunted footage and hit follow for more chilling videos just like this one.
No manches, no manches.
This man had no idea. He was living with something not human. And the worst part, he caught
Well,
it
of
on
course
camera
it's not
by
human. There's
accident.
freaking cabinets sliding
bought a
open and
peaceful
shit.
looking home just 2 years ago. No deaths, no history, no signs of paranormal activity. Everything seemed completely normal. But after 2 quiet years, something woke up. One night, Ellen was filming a regular vlog when he noticed something chilling, something he didn't see at first.
Son las 4:25 de la mañana y las cosas se están poniendo un poquito pesadas. Ya llevo más de media hora filmando, pero no manches.
What the fuck was that just from?
Oh my god. Eso es a lo que me refiero. Eso es lo que estoy hablando. Discúlpeme, pero miren.
Looks like a
la
little
lamparita.
like decoration.
No sé si podré captar algo más. No voy a prender la luz por lo pronto porque quiero ver si podemos captar otra cosa más. No manches.
Somebody
Quiero
messing
ver
your dishes?
si podemos captar algo
I mean, at
más.
least they're cleaning your dishes for you.
Una prueba contundente que haga cambiar de opinión a todos los escépticos, a todos esos que me han puesto malos comentarios en mis videos, que dicen que esto es mentira, que yo lo hago, que yo lo preparo. Escuchen. Voy a encender un poco la luz a ver que no manches. Claramente miré que pasó una sombra por aquí por el frente. No manches.
No. If you look closely at the mirror in this clip, you'll spot shadowy figures drifting past the doorway. But here's the terrifying part. Ellen wasn't moving at all. The shadows weren't his. Whatever moved had no physical body. It wasn't a trick. It wasn't a glitch.
Plus, how you
It
can
might
have
been a
shadows in
ghost,
the dark?
and this might be one of the most haunting pieces of paranormal evidence caught on camera. If you spotted the shadow in the mirror, drop A in the comments and follow for more real creepy
I
footage.
did not see no damn shadow. Alright, one last one. Let's see. Let's see.
Mark was on his daily walk past.
What the frick was that? Okay, we at least have to get one more good one. I don't even know what the freaking context of that video was.
The cemetery when he captured this.
Oh my god.
Damn, man.
Somebody ripped that freaking fence apart.
You gotta learn to slow down.
No kidding.
Lucky they didn't hit none of these tombstones. Real lucky. Hello?
Starts crying.
You alright? You okay?
What?
What the hell?
There's no one even in the car.
What the fuck is going on here? There ain't nobody there. Miss? Hello?
An object fall from the sky and land on top of a couple.
Hell no. All I gotta say is that keep me away from those damn paranormal spirits. I don't want no beef with them. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe. It'd be really cool if you get your subscription. Be sure to hit the bell, make it all, so you get notified every time I go live, make a video, or a YouTube short. Oh no! The TV remote is floating, not flowing. But yeah, let me know if y'all want to see a part 3. Those first 10, from the start of the video, it gave me the chills. Like my skin was you could see it clearly. Oh, I didn't like that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. And I hope y'all have a great day. And yeah. Love y'all, man. Peace out.